Yo, I'm Tyrone TG3 here. Pokemon games. Everybody has their own personal rules when playing Pokemon games. Some people don't use legendary Pokemon in the story. Some people save the game here, or here, or here. Why the hell would you say? There aren't rules that are bound by the game or anything. These are personal rules we just make for ourselves while playing. Sort of like a role-playing game, if you will. And in Pokemon, since good old Gen 2, we've had the power to take Pokemon to the daycare and they would magically create eggs when paired with another mon of the opposite gender. Or ditto. But regardless, what does that have to do with personal rules? Well, when there's a group of Pokemon that can't, see ditto, these are known as baby Pokemon. Aww. Look at them. Except you. You know what you did. Anyway, baby Pokemon are unbreedable. But have you ever looked at a Pokemon that isn't a baby and think, they probably should be? So I make it a personal rule that certain Pokemon, even though they're not classified as baby Pokemon, I still think they shouldn't be able to do the horizontal shimmy at the daycare. Or in Scarlet and Violet's case, camping with Ditto. Here's my list of Pokemon that fit that category. I'm covering the first 3 gens first, so if that all goes well, I'll do it again for the next video, and then so on. Anyway, let's go! Oh, real quick, one rule, I'm not counting the starters. So if you're expecting a starter Pokemon on here, it's not gonna be on here. And I'm also not counting Pokemon with only one evolutionary line. Like that's the only Pokemon that evolves. Like it doesn't have any other stages. Anyway, let's do the list. Kanto's number 1 belongs to both Caterpie and Weedle. They're caterpillars and larvae respectfully. They're also at the beginning stages of life. That equals baby to me, so they can't make babies. Number 2, Oddish. And no, its version counterpart Bellsprout's not on the list. I don't know, I look at Oddish and it looks like just, a little grass baby. A small ball with leaves on its head. And when you look at a baby Pokemon, they have that all like minimalist look. Like it's clear they're meant to grow into something, but they're at the first stage of it. That's what Oddish looks like to me. I don't know, I can't explain it. It just looks like a little baby. Number 3, Poliwag. Regardless of the fact that it's a tadpole, which is, again, the start of a frog's life, look at it. It's just got no arms. Looks like a little baby. And I just think it shouldn't breed. Next up is Execute. It's literally 6 eggs. Have the eggs, breed is weird, yes. And I know they're not really eggs. They're seeds that look like eggs, but still, eggs don't breed. Anyway, next, Cubone, number 5. Do I have to explain this one? It's like a little baby dino thing. No. Number 6, Horsey. Sadly, I gotta thank the anime for this one. Misty's Horsey always seemed like a baby to me, so here we are. It's a baby. Number 7, last on the list for Kanto at least, is Dratini. I mean, come on, guys. It's got teeny in its name, and look at it. It should not procreate. At least not until it's a Dragonair. So that's pretty much it. Counting Weedle and Caterpie as the same bracket, that means that there's 8 Kanto mons in total that I deem unofficial babies. So let's continue. Now on to Johto. Johto started the whole baby mons thing, so obviously I won't be talking about the actual babies on that list. But let's see if Johto has some mons they needed to have a second look at before making them ready for a night on the town. First up, we got on the list is Natu. Yep, none of these starting birds have or will get picked on this list, except for this one. It's definitely a baby bird. Just look at it. It's like a little ball. It's not mature. Sorry, Natu. Next up is Hoppip. Since Skiploom already exists, I don't feel bad for making this the baby. Hell, the Pokedex entry says that this thing gets drifted away by the wind if it left unchecked. Yep. That's an amount of dependence that seems like it's a small baby. Speaking of grass types, we got Sunkern. It's literally a little small sunflower seed. It's a baby. Look at it. That's a baby. It looks defenseless as hell. Wooper is next on this list. And I'll always view Wooper as a baby. It's simple demeanor and small stature with no arms, has a big old head. Yeah, it's definitely a baby Pokemon. Next up is Teddy Ursa. Oh, come on. This little thing's a baby. Little baby bear. Ursaring's mama / papa bear. And spoilers, every first stage bear will more than likely be on this list as unofficial baby mons. Cause look at them. You seriously tell me these things aren't babies? Number 6, Swino. I originally wasn't even gonna put this thing on the list. I thought it over and this thing definitely looks like it needs parental guidance. So tiny, little snow pig. Yep, you're deemed a baby. These next two are anime related, so that's why I put them on the list, and they're Fanfi and Lavatar. Yep, the anime has burned baby as their identity to me. So that's what they are. So that brings Johto's total to 8, just like Kanto's. Huh, neat. Let's hop to Hoenn. Wurmple, same as I said for Caterpie and Weedle. Lotad and Seedot. Lotad's a little baby Kappa. Whenever I look at an image of Kappa, I see like Lombre or Ludicolo. Like they fit more of the description of an actual Kappa. So Lotad's definitely the start of all that. So, you know, they Seedot knowing that it turns into Nuzleaf and Shiftry. Again, no arms, tiny ball. It's a baby. Tiny ball looks like it seems to be the reoccurring thing for babies. At least to me. Little tiny swaddled ball. Anyway, Ralts. Tiny little dude or girl. Dealer's choice. It's got like a little body, big old head. Looks like a baby that wore a giant t-shirt and walked around the house. Side note, I wanted to put Surskit on here, but later I vetoed it. I can't explain it, but while it is small and cute, something about it doesn't scream baby. I could be wrong. I think it's because Masquerade's just so different than it. And it's not like the caterpillar situation where I can give it the first stage of the natural animal evolution change, so sadly, Surskit didn't make the cut. Moving on to Whisper and Skitty. You notice I'm pairing a lot of these mons together, trying to do that whole Gen 3 tag team battle thing? Anyway, both normal types look like babies. Whisper especially. I got Zinnia to thank for that in Aura. She treated hers like a baby. And out of all the cats in Pokemon, Skitty is definitely the baby of them. Yeah, this thing's baby kid. Aron is next. Yes, mostly because I can imagine a young Steven Stone holding one like a baby. So yeah, baby. Another side note, Plusle, Minun, nor any of the Pikachu clones would be on the list. Yeah, they're small and fit the bill for most of them, but they can't evolve, so that's just what they are, regardless of how old they get. There is one exception to the rule. Let's see if you can guess what that mon is before the video comes to the distant future. Anyway, next we got Spoink and Trapinch. Yeah, they're babies. Spoink basically looks like a baby pig that wants you to pick it up. And Trapinch was a hard sell considering that it went from an antlion to a sand dragonfly thing. But I did some research on this one actually. Antlions are like larvae, much like caterpillars and what Weedle is, which is a larvae. We talked about this earlier, so that passes. But they stay buried for like years before metamorphosizing into like this winged insect. So yeah, crazy to think about. Trapinch. Baby. Skipping down the list for a bit, I want to make a note that no fossil Pokemon will be on this list because there's only 2 fossil Pokemon that I feel will actually make the cut for this list. But again, distant future, so they'll come when they come. Anyway, that also brings us to the water with Spheal and Clamperl. Spheal's a round little seal baby ball. Can't imagine it being able to Netflix and chill with any other creature. And Clamperl, the pearl inside is the Pokemon, and the shell is basically like what's around it. So Clamperl is just literally a little ball. That's it, with eyes and a mouth. Yeah, that's a baby. Last but certainly not least, we got our pseudo duo with Bagon and Beldon. Bagon's just a little dragon with stubby arms, big old head. Yeah, that's a baby dino dude. And Beldon is probably the only non-gendered mon that's gonna be on this list. And when I looked at this thing, the fact that it can only use one move, which is Takedown, for some reason I can't help but feel like it's a baby, just slowly developing into a Metang and a Metagross. So that's Hoenn with the largest total of 13 mons, almost double of the other 2 regions for unofficial baby mons. But hey, there may be some you're thinking of that I missed. I'm sure the comment section will cook me for not having Onyx on the list. That 20-foot bundle of joy, right? But hey, seriously, what are your thoughts? Put them in the comment section below. And while you're down there, go ahead and hit that like button. And there's a subscribe button. Go ahead and click that too, so you can know which other 2 videos that come out. Unless they're already uploaded and you watch them retroactively, then went backwards to watch this one. Why'd you do that? But hey, it's your phone/computer/tablet. Can't tell you how to enjoy yourself. But I hope you did at least enjoy this topic. I'll see y'all then, everybody. Tyrone TG3, out. Oh, by the way, post-recorded Tyrone here, yes. Before you say anything in the comment section, I know that Skitty and Wailord belong in the exact same egg group. No, I don't care. Skitty's a baby. Y'all are sick. Y'all sick!